Hey there friends, Foster the Canadian here, and we're back in NHL 19 Hockey Ultimate Team doing a pack opening. I'm just going to tear through these. I need these to complete a set so that I could get enough coins to make a video. I do want to say huge shout out to the St. Louis Blues, your 2019 Stanley Cup champions. As you guys who follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, links in the description, or just look up Foster the Canadian on Instagram. Man, I was hyped. My boy Brayden Schenn getting his first Stanley Cup, and I do say first because it's Brayden Schenn. He's my golden boy. Really excited. I was jumping up and down. I took like 1,000 pictures of Schenn holding up the Stanley Cup. Actually got a couple of cool shots too. But overall, man, it was a really great Stanley Cup final. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I'm a huge Bruins fan or anything, because I'm not. I don't hate them as much as I did, but I'm also not in the mood for cheering for them. I did used to cheer for the Bruins, though. Back in the Joe Thornton, like, early 2000s, they were a team that I cheered for, but things happen. St. Louis, though, 68 was when they entered the league, and they made it to the Stanley Cup final 3 times since entering, and they got swept 3 times. So for them to go all the way to Game 7 and get that win with a clutch performance by Binnington, it was huge. It was a historic playoff series. I think that I'm kind of sick of people saying historic playoff series because all of them are technically, but this one was a little more special. It did have St. Louis winning their first Stanley Cup. The longest drought in the NHL now belongs solely to the Toronto Maple Leafs again, so that's going to be kind of fun. I know everyone likes to rip on Toronto a little bit, but speaking of Toronto, the Raptors also won their championship, so you can't trash them too much. But yeah, it's been an exciting couple of days, back-to-back championships for 2 teams that I was cheering for. Didn't have as much stake in the NBA Finals as I did with the NHL Finals, where I was like, oh man, I wanted to see Schenn lift that cup. I was so excited, so happy. And now he's got a 99 overall Stanley Cup edition card. That's amazing. That's really cool. Maybe we can get something cool like that. We do have a lot of packs here to get into. Would have liked something better than a bronze collectible, but we have 2 of the NHL Award mini packs, and then we also can get a premium pack. So not too bad, but mostly this video I just wanted to congratulate the St. Louis Blues. I watched every single game of the series. First time in a very long time I've been able to do that. Hey, Barrett Hayden, look at that! A 92 overall center. I don't know if I actually have room for you on my team. That's how good the team is right now. We'll see. We'll make some room maybe. That's awesome. Don't even know where I was going with this because I wasn't expecting to get a good player. Was not expecting to get a good player. Barrett Hayden. Famously picked way higher than he was supposed to. It was 5th overall, right, by the Coyotes, which meant Zadina goes to Detroit and Quinn Hughes goes to Vancouver. So I was a fan of those 3 things happening. But now we have the premium NHL Awards pack. See if we can get something else here. We're getting a lot of those really cool diamond cards now. I like that. I think they're still diamond cards. They're awesome. Luke Moncada, Vladislav Nemesnikov. I know how to pronounce it now. Nemesnikov. Namesnikov is, I think, what I was calling him when I first started seeing his name like in NHL 15, 16. It seemed fake. Hey, and we got an award. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. We got a collectible. We got Ty Domi. Oh, man. I want to get as many of those collectibles as possible. I want to go deep into this. And this is far from the last NHL Awards video that we're doing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you were cheering for the Blues. If not, I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. I know how bad it stings to watch Game 7 loss. And in fact, I know how bad it feels to watch 2 Game 7 losses for your team. So, yeah. But overall, huge shout out to the St. Louis Blues. Huge shout out to Brayden Schenn, my boy Brayden. And until next time, this is Foster the Canadian saying see ya.